So today we're going to be making mixed paella. This is my preferred choice. This is the one I like to do. This one my grandparents showed me how to do in Spain. It's very simple to do. All you have to do is follow my step-by-step tutorial. So we're going to be using a mixture of seafood. My choice is mussels, prawns, clams, a mixture of frozen seafood which you can buy from any shop, and some squid. Over here I've got chicken on the bone. It's chicken thighs. I've taken the skin off. I prefer the chicken on the bone because it gives it more flavor. I've got chopped tomatoes, onions, Spanish onions that is, garlic crushed. I've got some chorizo. I have lemon. Then for the spices I've got sweet smoked paprika, saffron, and cracked black pepper. This is the brand I like to use for sweet smoked paprika. It's from Spain. It's very, very good. It's one of the best brands out there. Also, if you don't have these spices, you can use this. You can buy this from Amazon or any other Spanish store. It's called paella and it's very good. It's got all the spices already mixed into it, so it saves you having to do half the work. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chef Lopez, Instagram, chef.lopez. We are just going to start by putting 75 ml of olive oil. A good quality olive oil is best. You need a nice amount. You can use more depending on the size of your paella. You can also make this in a large pan. You don't have to have a paella, so don't go out and buy one if you don't have one. It's expensive for something you don't need. So once it's hot, we're going to start by adding the garlic. Have to be careful because it will burn. You have to mix this very quickly. And this is the reason why we crushed the garlic and then we chopped it, because it helps it not burn. If it was to just slice it, it would have burned straight away. Now we're just going to add the onions. Keep mixing. So I'm going to go ahead and add the chorizo now. We can go ahead and add our chicken. Can you see they're starting to turn red? That's because of the chorizo, the paprika and the chorizo is giving it the flavor. The onions are soaking it up. This is good. This is what we want. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt to this now. It's going to help the sweetness of the onions come out. We don't have to wait for the chicken to be cooked all the way, by the way, because we're gonna cook it once we add the rest of the ingredients in anyway. So it's just to add all the flavors together. So I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take out the chicken. And we are going to add the tomatoes. Now we're going to make it into a sofrito. See how it's already turning yellow, and I haven't even added the saffron or paprika yet. This is why I like to use the chorizo, because it just has so much flavors inside. And once you cook it, everything comes out. The oils come out, the fat starts to render down. You see how it's starting to break down. The tomatoes are breaking down and it's just turning into our sauce now. If you watch my other YouTube videos, you'll see that a lot of the Spanish dishes are based like this. So now I'm going to add the spices. Give it a nice mix. It's going to get this rich color now. but it's going to dilute down a little bit when we start adding the rice and cooking it down. It's going to come out like a really vibrant yellow color. So what I like to do is the frozen seafood I add now, because it gives it some extra flavor. So I add this now, I'm going to cook it down a bit, then I'm going to bring back the chicken. Just going to cook this down a little bit. So at this stage I'm just going to put half or a little bit of my mussels in, some of my clams. So I'm going to use half for decoration and then the other half I'm going to put in now. I've already put some of the squid inside. Can put some prawns in. So now I'm going to add my rice. So I'm going to add... So I'm using risotto rice as I couldn't get a hold of paella rice at the moment. Please don't use any basmati or easy cook. It has to be either risotto rice or paella rice. It won't come out properly if we try to use anything else. So now all we'll do is we'll mix this in. So we're going to cook out the rice a little bit. Don't worry, it's looking all messy now, but once we add the stock inside and we organize it, you see how beautiful it comes out. So now what I'm doing is I'm getting that base at the bottom getting slightly burnt, and this is a traditional way of doing paella. Normally you do it straight onto charcoal on the grill or something like that, and it gives it a really nice crust. So we're going to do that, then we're going to add our liquids. So usually when you're making rice, you add in for 1 cup of rice will be 2 cups of water. It might slightly be different. Let's have a look. I normally do this by eye because it's very hard to tell. So you just want to cover the rice basically. And you want to be using a fish stock or a veg stock. And make sure it's hot. Okay, so I use 2 cups of rice and 2.5 cups, and so 2 cups of rice and 3 cups of veg stock. So now that it's like this, we're just going to put our garnish on there. So we've got mussels, some squid. Garnish it however you like. Normally you'd also put peas, some red peppers in there to garnish, the lemons. So I'm going to put some red peppers. Normally you'd use piquillo peppers and you'd have it sliced long ways. Alright, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure you have a preheated oven to full heat. And we're going to put this, cover it and put in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. So we've just taken the paella out of the oven now. Let's have a look. Oh yes. Look at that. Beautiful. So we're just going to finish it off with some lemon wedges. If you have some parsley, you can sprinkle some parsley on there. Now how easy was that? That was like the easiest thing to make. It's so not complicated, it's so easy. Squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in there. Make sure you get the bottom where it's nice and crispy, and it just makes such a nice summer dish. You can take this out, cook it on the barbecue even, have always some garlic prawns, some bread, a nice glass of white wine. There's nothing more you could ask for. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my mixed paella. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chef Lopez, Instagram, chef.lopez. Press the little bell in the corner and it'll keep you up to date with all my latest videos. This is my paella from my house to your house.